Welcome everyone. Welcome to this seated Qi Gong routine for clearing stress and increasing energy and vitality. Now, as you probably know, Qi Gong is often done standing, but standing is not the only way we can practice Qi Gong. We can also do it seated. Our chair can become our healing sanctuary. The thing is, not every one of us can do a standing routine. Some people may have injuries which inhibits them from standing. Some people may have had operations. Some people are in a wheelchair. Sometimes you might be too tired to stand, or when you do long hours of sitting in front of a screen, in front of a computer, it's good every hour to do like 5 minutes of movement. And as a dear friend of mine is waiting for a hip operation, I'm joking, a hip operation, who is not able to stand for a long period of time simply because of pain, but wanting to do a routine, she was asking, can you not record a seated routine? And so I said, of course. So Lorraine, this is one that's for you and for all other people who choose to sit and do a routine. So, as you sit, choose a chair that is high enough to have a proper connection via the feet to the ground. If the seat is too high and your feet are barely touching, you won't have a nice solid sitting position. So you want to feel your feet grounded and sit a little bit towards the edge of the chair. So you don't want to be leaning back and thinking, oh, I'm going to do it all like this. That is a little bit too comfortable. So find that middle way, sitting on the edge of your chair. And let's start to just position ourselves. Have the feet nicely rooted on the earth. Feel that support from the earth via your feet. Have your spine nicely upright, so feel that lengthening of the spine from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head. And simply take a moment to arrive here in your sitting posture. It's like coming home to yourself. So you can feel the chair under you. You can feel the earth via your feet. You can feel the air on your skin. You can feel life in your body. You can feel alive in your body. So just making sure that body and mind are connected. Body sitting and the mind aware of sitting. Make sure your mind, your awareness is with the practice. That makes your practice more powerful. And then bring one hand on the low belly, just below the belly button. Bring the other hand on the chest, just right the center of the chest. Let's start with some wave breathing. So wave breathing is that on your inhalation, first you breathe deeply into the low belly expands, and then let that breath rise into the rib cage area, so the ribs expand, and then the chest expands upwards and forwards. And then your exhalation is the reverse of that movement. So the air leaves from the chest, so the chest falls back, then the ribs release, and then the low belly falls back. So do a nice, long, deep breath in, filling belly, ribs, and chest. And then on your exhalation, a nice long exhale. Let the air leave from the chest, from the ribs, from the belly. So inhale, let that new air fill your whole being. Fill yourself up with new energy. And on the exhale, simply let go of the old. Notice how very nourishing this is, how very energizing this is. But at the same time, because you breathe slow and deep, it is also very balancing and calm. Release the hands, bring them, bend the arms bent in front of you. Inhale, open the chest, open the elbows, looking up. Exhale, round the back. Tuck the tailbone under a little bit. Bring the elbows together. Inhale, opening the chest, opening the front of the body. Exhale, round the back. Open the back of the body. So let's bring a little bit more energy into the spine. Let's wake up the spine. Let's free up the spine. When we do a lot of sitting, you might notice that the spine gets a little bit tight and compressed. So let's decompress the spine. When we do a lot of sitting, we tend to move less. When we move less, the body becomes a little bit more tight and constricted. And our internal energy, which is the essence of our practice, then can get stagnant. It won't flow properly. That will add to discomfort in the body, maybe pain in the body. There is less energy available for all the functions in your body. And so when we move the spine, when we move the whole body, we increase the flow of internal energy. And that is what we try to do in Qi Gong. Increasing internal energy, which will benefit your whole being, mental clarity, emotional balance, and so forth. Let's do that one more time. From here, let's float the arms up above the head. The hands are nice and open. The fingers are extended up towards the sky. And the crown of the head is also up towards the sky. Now we're going to do a staggered turn from the whole spine. So start with turning the low back, then the mid back, and then the upper back. And then look a little bit underneath that arm, backwards. Keep lengthening through the fingers, keep lengthening through the crown of the head. And then slowly come back. So it's not a very big movement, but you work deeply on all the ligaments and joints and muscles in the spine and around the spine. So keep lengthening. And then turn from the low back, from the mid back, from the upper back. Bringing a little bit more mobility into the spine. When there is more mobility, the energy along the spine and in the spine itself will flow better. You feel more alive. It's very energizing. It's very good for the spine. A nice slow turn. Keep lengthening. Keep that integrity of the spine. Let's do that one more time to each side. Roll the arms down. And just take a moment to bring your awareness to the spine and notice how you feel. You might feel a rush of energy flowing up the spine. It sends aliveness, a very invigorating feeling. Then let's float the arms out to the sides. And make sure your arms make a 45-degree angle with the ground. So from here, let's spread arms out to the side. Let's lengthen through the fingertips and through the hands. And then bring ear to the shoulder. And let's lengthen and stretch the neck. We often hold tightness and tension through the neck for whatever reason, and so let's clear that out. And then let's roll the head forwards and backwards over the shoulder. Feel that we're opening the side of the neck. We are opening the meridian lines so that energy can flow freely. And then chin to the chest, roll over to the other side, here to the shoulder. Let's first open that midline of the neck. And then rotate forwards, roll forwards and backwards. So one more time. Back, arms down, and just notice your arms, your hands. As you open these internal rivers of energy, you may feel an increased flow of energy from the arms to the hands to the fingertips. Okay, let's do another clearing exercise. Let's just tap the chest. So here in the center of the chest we have an energy center, which is our heart center, holds our emotional energy. And so when we tap on it, we can let go of any heavy negative energy, or maybe any disturbing emotions. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Tap up and down the chest. Let's release some emotional energy that we don't want to hang on to. And then let's go down. Let's tap just under the belly button. Let's tap on the low belly. There is an energy center here in the low belly that fuels, that energizes your whole physical body. So the whole physical system. Muscles, bones, joints, all the energy, all the organ systems in your body are fueled by this energy center here in the low belly. So when we tap on it, we activate the energy that is stored there. So it works for more health and vitality in your body. Step the side of the hips. When we do a lot of sitting, hips and legs might get tight. The joints might seize up, so it's good to bring some more energy into certain part of the legs. Starting with the hips. Energizing the hips. Lean forwards and then gently tap with the back of the hands. Hands in a light loose fist. Tap the back with the back of the hands over the sacrum, over the tailbone, into the low back, into the kidney area. Kidneys are at the bottom of the rib cage, and so this area can be tender, so you want to tap gently. Notice how you feel when you activate energy. bring the fingertips together. We make the hands into a chicken beak. All the fingertips together, we call this a chicken beak in Qi Gong. Bring the tips of the fingers here in this little pocket under the collarbone. The collarbone dips into the shoulder and underneath it is a little pocket. So bring it there. I'm going to turn from my center, meaning low belly, as I rotate my elbows. So as you rotate the elbows, feel that you are opening your shoulders. The area between the shoulder blades themselves, the chest, just feel a beautiful opening. And as we open the chest and the upper back, this will also increase your breathing pattern, your breathing. There is more efficiency in your breathing when the chest is open. Opening, keep turning from your center. And then go in the other direction. This one's called a rooster. Wonderful. Let's now do some work on our knees and our ankles. When we need to sit for longer periods of time, knees and ankles don't move that much, and so energy can get stagnant. So let's bring one foot forwards a little bit and start to just rub the knee. So let's bring more circulation of blood and more circulation of energy in the knee. So make it nice and warm. Let's rub it with both palms. And then let's just tap the knee. There are a lot of meridian lines along the knees, and on these meridian lines are acupressure points. These are points on these rivers of energy where the energy is more available. And when we work on it, we increase the flow of energy in certain areas locally, but also distant in other parts of the body. Let's do the front of the knee and the back of the knee. Let's energize the knees. Rubbing again. Nice warm knees. Other foot, the knee. Let's first with the rubbing the knee. The energy from your palms goes into the knee. Step the side of the knees, side of the knee. And the back of the knee. A bit of rubbing. We can rub both knees at the same time. Alright, let's work on the feet. And you may have noticed I'm wearing shoes. That is an exception. Most of the time when I do Qigong, I am practicing barefoot. However, it is winter in New Zealand. It is a little bit chilly on the feet, so I thought, let's put my shoes on. And they are bare feet shoes anyway, so we're getting close. But practicing with or without shoes in Qigong is very much a personal thing. I love to feel the earth, that natural energy right under my feet, but some people prefer to wear shoes. Feel your way. Okay, let's bring one foot forward. Let's point and flex. Work on that ankle joint. Point and flex. Bring some energy in. Increase the circulation of blood. Bring more mobility in the ankle. And then rotate. If you need to support your leg, it's also fine. You can bring it up as high or as low as you want. And then circle in the other direction. Other foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. You might hear some interesting sounds at the same time. So bring more warmth, more circulation, more mobility into the ankle joints. And circle, circle, circle. Very good also when you sit on a plane for a long time. You know, ankles tend to get swollen, so it is a lovely exercise that you can do to increase circulation. Wonderful. So now we have done breathing exercises, we have done some warming up, we have done some stretches, we tapped on the body to activate energy in the body. We did some opening of the joints, and so in this first part of the session we have kind of increased and prepared the energy. Then the last part of the session is the flow part of the session. That is where everything becomes effortless. That is the part of the session where the energy that we have generated, we are now going to guide and direct into certain parts of the body. During our flows, we breathe in and out through the nose because we want to contain the energy. We want to tonify the energy, strengthen it even more. We combine our breathing with the movement of the body and with a certain intention. These three together, these three aspects of the practice together make an exercise very powerful. We start with Buddha holds up the earth. So feel your feet nicely rooted on the earth. Spine is upright but not uptight, just nicely upright. Feel the gentle pull from the crown of the head up towards the sky, so that your whole body is in beautiful alignment. Let the hands rest on the thighs with the palms up. On my inhalation, I float my hands up. Palms turn towards the chest, and then they spiral out to the sky. On the exhalation, I float my hands back. Palms turn again towards the chest, and the hands float down. So notice that my hands are quite close to my body. Inhale, flow the hands up and spiral them out. Exhale, flow the hands down and spiral them back. Inhale, feel that energy, feel that vitality, fill your whole body. Let it fill every cell of your body. And exhale. This is just a very soft release. So the intention here, bring energy and vitality throughout your whole being. Little pause. Exhale. Flow the hands down. Nice long, slow inhalation. A little pause at the top of your inhalation. A nice, slow exhalation. With a little pause at the bottom of your exhalation. So in that little pause, you give your body time to absorb all that energy and vitality. Slowing down your breathing is very efficient. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, spiral out. Feel that vitality. down. Let's keep the hands resting on the thighs. Breathe slow and deep. Feel all that new energy, that vibration of new energy just buzzing in every cell of your body. And with all that fresh energy, there is also that sense of inspiration, feeling inspired. Feel that elevated quality throughout your whole being. Breathe slow and deep. From here, bring your arms out to the side. Inhale, lean back a little bit as you open the arms. Exhale, lean forward just a little bit and your arms round. Inhale, heart to the sky. Exhale, heart to the earth. This is very soft, this is very subtle. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Let your elbows be relaxed. Let your wrists be relaxed. And just imagine that your arms are like the wings of a butterfly. And the wings of a butterfly, they just gently flap through the air, ever so soft, ever so subtle. Inhale, heart to the sky. Exhale, heart to the earth. Inhale, heart to the sky. Here, as you open up, have this feeling of opening up to receive these beautiful heart qualities that you want to cultivate. Open the heart to the sky. You may want to think, what kind of heart qualities do I want to cultivate more in this moment? And so bring that in. It can be a feeling of more joy. Breathe that in. It might be a feeling of more happiness. Breathe that in. Maybe you want to strengthen your kindness, your friendliness, or maybe love and compassion. Breathe that in. So make it your own personalized practice. Just become aware of what kind of energy do I want to cultivate in my heart center. And just feel that you receive that from this field of infinite possibilities. From this field of infinite energy all around you. Inhale, fill yourself up and feel the elevated quality in your heart. Shoulders soft, arms are soft, hands gently moving through the air, through this field of infinite possibilities, in the sea of energy all around you. Let's do it one more time. Float the arms down. Let the arms soft. Let the arms be soft, round and in front of you. And feel the fullness of that energy here, in this reservoir of energy that you're holding right here in front of you. Shoulders are soft, elbows slightly away from the body, and the hands are full. So you have a reservoir of that elevated heart energy. Just take a moment to breathe into that. And notice how you feel when you have that sense of uplifted quality in your heart. How does it feel in your body? And how does it feel in your entire being? When the heart is full, the heart is open, when the heart is uplifted. Breathe slow and deep. Release. On the inhalation, flow the arms out to the side with the palms up. Bring them all the way to the crown. Touch the crown with the fingertips. And then a soft exhale downwards. Inhale. Arms up, touch the crown. Exhale. Soften. Bring the arms down. Inhale, connect with the vastness of the universe, the sky and the universe above and all around you. And feel that you bring that vast expanse of space into your mind. Let your mind be like the sky. The sky is infinite. Where does it begin? Where does it end? It has no beginning, it has no end. It has no center, it has no edges, no boundaries. It is boundless and infinite. Inhale. Bring that boundless sky into your crown, into your mind. Bring all that openness and all that clarity into your mind. Mind like the sky. And here you just let the dust settle, the dust of random thoughts, inner chatting, let it settle. And then inhale, connect to the vast sky above you and bring it in. And then let the dust settle. Mind like the sky. Let's do that one more time. Bring in that vastness, that openness, that emptiness into your mind. Let your mind be expansive, crystal clear. And just take a moment to really merge with this mind, this clean, clear, vast and empty. Open sky above and all around you. Let's step out a little bit wider with the feet. Next one is the waterfall. Have the palms away from you. Inhale, reach downwards, upwards, then bring the pinky fingers towards the mid-eye. Spiral the hands in, back of the hands towards each other, downwards, spiral the hands out. Inhale. Bring the pinky fingers towards the forehead. Turn the palms in, back of the hands together, exhaling down. Inhale, imagine a beautiful waterfall right in front of you. You can imagine the beautiful waterfall that you've ever seen somewhere in nature. Or you can just imagine a beautiful waterfall. As you inhale and move the hands forward, feel that you're connecting with the energy of the waterfall. And then bring that in. And exhale it down. Inhale, connect with the waterfall. Exhale, bring that energy in and downwards. Now when you think of a waterfall, there is always new, fresh water flowing down that waterfall. So that waterfall is never the same from one moment to the next. There is always new and fresh water flowing down that waterfall. It is never recycled. And so it is the same within your body. You can translate that waterfall to the internal energy that is constantly flowing through you. And just as much as the energy, the water in the waterfall is constantly fresh and new, it's the same within yourself, in your energy body. There is constantly new energy flowing through you. How do you know? Think about your breathing. In-breath is always new, is always fresh. The next in-breath is again a new in-breath. You cannot breathe the same breath twice. And breath relates to energy. And so there's constantly new energy, new currents and movements of energy flowing through you. So feel that freshness. Feel that you are renewing yourself in every single moment. Inhaling up, connecting with that waterfall. Bring that energy in, let it wash through you. Let's do that one more time. The arms will be around, the palms towards each other, and just imagine that you're holding a ball of energy. The energy of our practice is now condensed in a ball here between the palms. The thing is, the internal energy that we are working with is not just skin encapsulating, but it radiates out from your body, and especially from the palms of the hands. There are acupressure points where we can receive energy from the outside world, but we also can send energy. And so, when you bring the palms a bit closer together, or a bit further apart, and you move them backwards and forwards, you might feel something happening between the palms of the hands. A little bit more pressure when you push towards each other, and when you pull them away, you might feel a little pull in the palms of your hands. And so you can feel your internal energy in the palms of your hands. So play with that Qi ball. Qi is the Chinese word for internal energy, with a spark of aliveness that you have within yourself. And so, now imagine that this ball of energy condenses even smaller into a small pearl. And we're going to move that small pearl through our body. And we kind of make a movement with the hands, and we imagine that the pearl follows. We are going to turn the wheel. So bring the palms a little bit towards you, a little bit to the side of the body, not all the way, but a little bit to the side and in front. And just imagine that that ball has shrunk, condensed into a pearl, a radiant pearl of energy. And now that your hands are here, that pearl of energy is very much at the base of the spine. Inhale, float the hands up, and imagine that that pearl of energy floats up the spine all the way to the crown. The hands move up and then forwards, like turning a wheel, forwards and downwards. Inhale, flow the hands up and slightly above the head. Exhale, flow the hands away from you in a downward circle. Inhale, move that pearl of energy from tailbone all the way up through the spine, all the way out through the crown of the head, and then it flows down the front, that midline of the body. all the way down to the pelvic floor. Inhale, float that pearl up. With that pearl, you're floating up, you are guiding that condensed energy up the spine and then down the front of the body. And with your hands, you are guiding that pearl. Move it up and then connect with the energy of the universe. And then bring the pearl down. And with that pearl, the energy of the universe. And then connect with the energy of the earth. Via your feet, via your hands. And then inhale and bring that earth energy up together with that pearl. Bring that energy into the pearl. Connecting to the universe. Connecting downwards to the earth. And just visualize that radiant pearl floating up the spine and down the front of the body. So we are orbiting this very condensed and precious energy throughout our whole body as we keep connecting with these sources of energy around us, the universe and the earth. Spiraling within and at the same time connecting without. As you spiral that pearl up the spine and down the front of the body, feel that integration. Feel that integration of external energy coming into you, becoming yours. Feel that integration of all these different aspects of yourself. The integration, the symphony, the harmony amongst all these different organ systems within you. And all your senses. And from those there is also a harmony to the physical body, the bones, the ligaments, the muscles, the joints, the tendons. So there is harmony within your whole physical body. But then we are more than just a physical body. We also have an emotional world within us. So feel the integration between the body and your emotions. And also with the mental aspect of yourself, with your mind, your consciousness. So all these aspects of yourself, physical body, emotions and mind, feel that perfect harmony and balance amongst all these different aspects of yourself. Let's turn the wheel one more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And then bring the palms cupped here in the lap. Bring your feet a bit closer together. And just feel the fullness and the richness of all that internal energy. All these vibrations, all these different movements of energy within yourself, all these different currents of energy within yourself. And to conclude, let's center all that energy in our low belly. So inhale, float one arm out to the side, the palm is up. Bring it all the way above the head. And then as you exhale, the thumb is towards the body, palm is to the side, and exhale your hand down that midline. Inhale, gather the energy of the practice. Gather any energy that is not yet stored in your body. Gather it, and then with that hand going down to your center, meaning low belly, bring it into your center. Inhale, gather, and then just bring it into that one point. Bring your mind into that point, your emotional energy, your physical energy, all together in perfect harmony. Let's center and store it in our low belly. Inhale, flow the hand up. And exhale, flow the hand down. center and store. Let's do that one more time to each side. Inhale and down. Inhale and exhale. Now bring both hands over each other, over the low belly. Feel that you seal all that energy here in your low belly. The low belly is like a storeroom of all that energy. And a storeroom is something that you store something so that you can use it at a later point in time. So here we have our battery full of internal energy that we can use later today, tomorrow, next week, until you're running out, and then we can meet again. So you can make a little circle to really seal it, center it, and store it. Take a deep breath into that. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.